Biden, you know, he actually stays away from his own family because of political views. How shallow. Those are your Democrats for you. So she went and called him. He called her back. He goes, we were busy. And I go, Mary goes, don't give me that. It takes 5 minutes to go, hi, Merry Christmas, everybody, and then you could have gone, you know. No, she told him off. And Carol didn't even want to talk to him.
All right, I guess I'm live here. Oh. Let's see if I got my microphone here. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. All right. I think we're good here. Let's see how this... see how we're doing here. All right, so it's that time of year where we all make our way to the live stream just to say hello and Merry Christmas. I happen to have this cough. I don't know if it's COVID or not, but I'm sure I'll be over it soon. And I have this hydration. I'm trying to keep myself hydrated. And today about the most Christmassy thing I did today was I went out and I picked up some Chinese food. I don't know if you can hear my wife. She's on the phone with a friend in the other room. It's okay. These are all Christmas noises. At any rate, I've been thinking a lot about all the goings on recently with this whole ordeal we've all been going through for this year. Oh, last week I had a fever. I had 101 temp, and I broke it within 24 hours. But still hanging on with me. So keeping hydrated. Anyway, wanted to discuss truth, what I've been talking about for many years now on YouTube. I started back in 2006, November, I believe. And from the very beginning, it has been a battle. And I feel that battle is turning a tide right now. The battle for truth. When I first started out, the amount of atheism and pretty much anti-Christian sentiment, anti-religious sentiment on YouTube was at an all-time high. And so over the years, I had always kept my message neutral and kept my message as cordial as possible. I think now, though, we are coming to a time where it is time to speak plainly again. I believe God's Spirit is moving and that we're going to have a great a great awakening, a great revival. And that I had known this for a long time. And I saw things happening, things that are going on. A while back, when I met my wife over 25 years ago, which is why I eventually, originally converted to the Catholic Church, because I thought to myself, God's doing something in the Catholic Church. But what is He doing? Well, we're seeing that He is doing something more recently, as we're seeing a lot of corruption come to light. I believe that we're going to see a purification in the Catholic Church. Finally, we're going to see a purification in the Catholic Church. And we're going to see the Puritists are going to take hold in the Catholic Church. You remember the American discovery of America. Remember those pilgrims that came across the Atlantic? There were two groups: the Puritists and the Separatists. And the Puritists wanted to try to purify the church because they saw the corruption from within. And that's kind of like where we're at right now with the deep state, the cabal, and all of the entire earth. We have both going on, and both groups are working what they need to get done. And so basically, the Separatists, they wanted to just separate from the church and then just be done with it. And so we see that going on right now. We see that going on right now. It's been going on for a while, with the Quakers and the groups that are creating their own homestead communities and just getting out of this rat race, getting out of the cities, getting out of Sodom and Gomorrah. So yeah, we're all working toward that. Here in California, we want to believe that it's going to get better. But at the same time, most of us are making plans to leave the state in the easiest way possible, in a way that's not going to interrupt our family, in a way that is going to be a blessing and not a choice made in haste, but a choice that brings the benefit of all involved. So there's that. So like I said, from the beginning, 2006, I've been talking about truth. And specifically, I excuse me, got on a kick regarding Judaism and Zoroastrianism for a while. But all of that tied into documentary hypotheses. All of this, of course, surrounding hypercritical scholarship, which has been really just an extension of whatever you want to call it. If you want to call it the deep state. I think Christians are more aware of it. We have been more aware of the total deception infused within history books and in our universities or schools. And so we've reached a critical juncture where we are finally taking the reins. We're all going to turn this around, and we're going to move forward in purifying our educational system and teaching godly precepts and raising our children in the Messiah and in truth. And so again, about this this constant deception from the children of darkness, which has been going on since the beginning. They hide for extended periods of time. They deceive the current population for extended periods of time, but now it has come back around full circle. They are being exposed again for everyone to see. Even during the early days of the church, we see in the Council of Nicaea, in the writings of Saint Athanasius, how these leaders were spewing forth the doctrine of devils. So I would encourage everyone to turn back to a simple message with regard to our Messiah. I don't care if you're Hebrew roots or Messianic or evangelical. It's time to start preaching the salvation message first and foremost again. And Christmas, whether it has pagan whether there's paganism infused into it or not, doesn't seem to really matter anymore. I'll have to do a video on that, but I have to say that we worship one Lord, And we have to come back to our first love. Come back to Jesus, Yeshua. And be in His presence. I pray this for us all in the coming days, in our coming march toward truth and freedom in our Messiah. Amen. Amen. God bless everyone. Merry Christmas. Blessings.